That's why the Native Americans had to show him how to survive off the land. Because why? He spilled the blood of his brother. So he was cursed on the land.
Sure.
And by man's hands shall his blood be required. But we can't do that just yet, man. We gotta wait. We gotta wait for the Most High. We gotta wait for the Most High to rouse up the spirit of Jake, man, to start shedding the blood of the so-called white man.
Sure.
But you niggas, y'all gonna have to get it first, man. Y'all gonna have to get that death sentence first.
Hey, so like, I got another law that basically ties in to what you're saying. This is Deuteronomy 25:1. If there be a controversy between men, and they come unto judgment, that the judges may judge them, then they shall justify the righteous and condemn the wicked.
That's right.
What did they do yesterday?
They justified the wicked and condemn the righteous, man.
That's exactly what they did. That's exactly what these devils did, man.
Yeah, we are completely, we are completely destroyed as a nation, man. We ain't a nation. Scripture even says that we don't do shit like this little blackout thing. That shit ain't gonna work.
That's not gonna do shit.
It's impossible to do. It wasn't thought through anyway. It wasn't thought through properly. You don't say only the hot cities don't have to do it. Like, get the fuck out of here. There's no real thought behind this. We can't do shit on one accord. And now that's partly because of what the prophecies are about the curses with us. But y'all should have had some shit planned out. Like, this dude gets off, we gonna have some shit ready. Y'all should have had some shit ready months ago when this trial first started.
Y'all should have some shit ready the day y'all heard this little nigga die.
Straight up. If he don't, it took him 2 months to arrest this dude, to bring up charges on Zimmerman. And then he gets acquitted a year later, y'all still don't have a plan. Y'all still don't have a plan of what to do about it. I mean, I'm not saying go out and kill everybody on sight. I'm not trying to say nothing like that. But y'all should have some real demonstration of something to show how angry and how injustice was.
Nah, man.
Somebody could have had a speech or something.
Y'all should be raising hell, man.
Fuck the speech.
Yeah, fuck the bullshit. As
But I'm saying they didn't even do that though.
As much as y'all niggas say y'all about that life,
Right.
as much as y'all niggas say that y'all about that shit when it comes to fucking up another nigga, man, y'all should be raising hell right now, man. It just shows how much you guys love your oppressor, man. How much you fear your oppressor right now. Y'all fear this white man. Y'all more scared of this white man than these niggas, man. And these niggas is the ones with the valiant warrior spirit up in them. These crackers ain't got no warrior spirit in them, man.
Sure.
Last warrior spirit they had in them was the Greeks and the Romans.
Yeah.
And that's because the Most High put that spirit on them, so they could rise up into power, man. Just like the Most High is gonna have to put that spirit back on you tribes out there, man.
Right?
The elders was who was saying it, man? Oh, it was Rakad Amashab Allah was talking about how the Most High could put that spirit of following the laws on you, and he could also put that rebellious spirit on you, for you to rebel against the laws. That's what he had to do to Israel, man, for Israel to go off so he could show his glory by putting that spirit back on us to follow the law.
Right.
Just like the Most High is going to have to put that spirit on you. Matter of fact, get that in Ezekiel. Put that spirit on you to rise up to the prey, man. He going to have to put that apex predator spirit back on you, man. That young lion spirit.
Ezekiel 25.
Yeah, the Most High is going to have to put that apex predator spirit back on you right now, man. Because right now you're the ideal prey.
12. All right, Ezekiel 25:12. Thus saith the Lord power. Behold, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah.
Edom, that's the so-called white man. Adawam means red.
Have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance.
So who's Judah? Judah's you so-called Negroes. So it said, because Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance. Go ahead.
It says, and have greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore saith the Lord power, I will also stretch up my hand upon Edom.
So the Most High said he's going to stretch out his hand upon Edom. upon this so-called white man.
It says, and will cut off men and beasts from it, and I will make it desolate from teeming, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom.
Teman and Dedan were sons of Esau, man. They were the dukes of Esau.
And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel.
So the Most High said he's going to lay his vengeance upon this so-called white man by the hands of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. By the hands of his people Israel. So he's going to put that spirit on you.
And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger.
So he's going to put his spirit on you. Because he said you're going to do to this so-called white man according to his anger.
And according to my fury.
And according to his fury. Because as you can see, man, y'all ain't angry enough, man.
Right.
Y'all ain't mad enough about the things that's going on. Y'all ain't mad enough about the state that you're in. So the Most High is going to have to put his anger within you. He's going to have to give you that spirit of anger and of fury, man.
He said, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord power.
That's right, man. They're going to know the vengeance of the Lord, man, once they see not only the Negroes rising up to the prey, man, but the Negroes and the Latinos together. When they see the tribes coming together, rising up against the prey, and I ain't talking about these regular peon crackers and the rest of these nations. We talking about the elites, man. That's when the elites are going to know that the fury of the Lord is out. When they see the tribes coming together in the uprise, man. That's when the elites are going to. That's when they're going to be getting more fearful and more fearful. Because they know these prophecies have to be fulfilled, and they know it's nothing that they can do to offset the prophecies.
This is Nahum 1 and 2. It says, the Most High is jealous, and the Lord revengeth. Right. The Lord revengeth and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies.
That's right. And how you think he's going to do that, man? And these race wars to the hands of his people. And that's just the beginning of it, man. He's going to be hitting his adversary. And the adversaries just ain't the rest of the nations. It's 2/3 of our nations too, man.
That's right.
You the adversaries too. He's going to be hitting y'all with pestilence, hitting y'all with famine, with martial law, hitting you with nuclear destruction, man. Esau, the government is going to have multiple new weapons coming out that you motherfuckers ain't never even heard of or thought that they could make, man.
Yep.
These wild beasts out here.
I'll say real quick, these everyday crackers, when the shit really hits the fan, the everyday crackers has got some shit for you. They got, I mean, that first wave, man, they gonna lay y'all out. They gonna lay out. That first wave is gonna get laid out.
They gonna pluck y'all off.
Man, they in there training now. Literally, right now, they're training to smoke you niggas and Hispanics now. Right now. They can't wait
right now.
That whole like months back, like probably like back in like December, when that whole gun law shit was going on, why all those ARs was flying off the shelf?
Mm-hmm.
All the ammo too.
Now,
all the
they
ammunition
talking about
and
stopping guns,
right.
but now they flying off the guns and bullets is flying off the shelf though.
Right.
But we ain't buying it. Cause that's them buying it.
Yep.
To pop you niggas, man, that was code for them to go get it. And I remember I was in Walmart, and I happened to be in sporting goods, and they said, it's like, yeah, so you waiting for that for that date? And he goes, what? The lady said, nah, I just want to have it before there is none. I'd rather have it. But we knew what she really meant. Me and the guy knew. She was throwing up because she knew that was code for them to start getting their shit, man. Because the shit's about to hit the fan. And these niggas is gonna come for them. Now, some of these niggas is gonna get you, Edomites, but that first wave, niggas, man, y'all gonna get laid the fuck out, man.
The real way.
I mean, for real, y'all don't have a chance when it really comes down to it, that first wave. And I hope y'all at least gonna come to the battle with a gun, because they up there ready to pick y'all off.
They teaching their kids how to shoot sniper rifles, man.
I mean,
Your kid don't even know how to shoot straight in the arcade.
Right.
These little 13-year-old girls learning how to shoot assault rifles, man. Mm-hmm. These little white cracker militias. They ready for the race wars, man. You talk to any cracker coming out the pen, they knew a long time ago it was going to be a race war.
Yeah.
They knew that was one of the main events that was going to happen in this country. Was that it was going to be race wars, man. Because they knew at some point in time, niggas was going to have to wise up and look at their oppressor and start remembering the affliction that they went through, man. They knew niggas was gonna have to start wising up and remembering these things that happened to them, man.
Hey, that's because these niggas are in prosperity right now.
Yeah.
That's why in Apocrypha, that's why it says in the day of prosperity, there's a forgiveness of affliction.
Yeah.
Well, shit, y'all gotta get reminded every once in a while. Look at that shit, man.
Hey, and y'all ain't gonna remember on your own, man. It's the Most High that's gonna put that shit back in your head, man.
Yeah.
And one way he's doing it is through the prophets, man. One way he's doing it is through the men of the Lord out here on the street corners, man, putting this stuff in your face. Cause y'all ain't gonna do it on y'all own. If it was up to y'all, man, y'all still be oppressed for another 1,000 years.
Yeah, y'all like it.
And be happy about it. As long as y'all get to get greenbacks with the white man's face on it, y'all be satisfied.
So Micah 5:7. And the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people, as a dew from the Lord, as the showers upon the grass, that tarrieth not for man, nor waiteth for the sons of men.
Hey, and that, as you see, man, Jacob, we try you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, we in the midst of many people, man. We in the midst of all these nations. We in the midst of these groups, man. We in the midst of these Arabs, these Africans, these crackers, man. We in the midst of these Polynesians. We in the midst of all the nations that had us under captivity, man, sometime through history.
And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest.
And it says, so the remnant of Jacob is going to be in the midst of many people as a lion among the beasts in the forest, man. What's a lion going to do, man, amongst the different beasts in the forest, man? He's going to tear up, man. That's multiple prey that he has. He's going to go into attack.
As a young lion among the flocks of sheep, who if he go through, both treadeth down and teareth in pieces, and none can deliver.
That's right, man. Ain't nobody going to be able to deliver these nations once Jake really gets in that warrior, back into that roused up and warrior spirit, man.
That's right.
It really ain't nobody going to be able to deliver once the elect gets into their power. Because once the elect get those powers, man, the elect is going to, that's who's really going to be going through and tearing it up into pieces, man. That no one is going to be delivered from. It's really going to be the elect.
That's right. And plus also the power, that power that the elect going to get to tear through these nations and heathens and 2/3 Jake, it's going to be the power from heaven, man. You know? It's going to be spiritual power ripping through these motherfuckers, man. Going through 10,000 people at one Israelite tearing through 10,000 people, man.
Yeah.
That's gonna be power from the Most High, man.
Oh, you got that one. She'll put 10,000 in flight.
It's Leviticus. Yeah, we gonna, hey man, Lord willing, we those men, man. It's gonna be lovely, man. We gonna have fun doing that. The angels, when they come back down, oh man, they can't wait. The angels can't wait to come back down and fuck this devil up. You know, and all these people out here, man. But their job right now is just to hold back, you know, and provide that hedge over over the Lord's elect. You know.
Leviticus 26, and I'm going to start at 7. It says, and ye shall chase your enemies, and they shall fall before you by the sword.
Matter of fact, start at the top.
And what?
Yeah. Because you ain't going to be able to put 1,000 to flight, man, still being in the nigga mentality that you in.
Right.
You ain't going to just be a nigga working out every day just because you take some MMC training and shit for 6-7 years, because you take Kung Fu, Tai Chi, Ninjutsu, all this other shit, man, for 15-20 years. that don't mean you about to be able to put 1,000, 10,000 to flight, man. You gotta have criteria that you gotta meet, man. You gotta have a standard that you gotta be held to be able to do that.
Leviticus 26:1. You shall make no idols nor graven image, neither rear you up a standing image, neither shall you set up any image of stone in your land to bow down unto it.
So you can't be an idol worshiper.
Yeah. For I am the Lord your power. You shall keep my Sabbaths and reverence my sanctuary. I am the Lord.
That's right. You should keep the Lord's Sabbaths and reverence His sanctuary. That means respect the Sabbath, man. Don't work on the Sabbath if you can.
Right.
Some brothers, man, you know, you got to go to the plantation. Like, I got to go to the plantation tomorrow, man. So I'm going to have to work on the Sabbath. But it also said reverence His sanctuary. What's the sanctuary now? The sanctuary is your body now, man. And also the brotherhood. Brotherhood is also the sanctuary.
So if you walk in my statutes and keep my commandments and do them, then I will give you rain in due season, and the land shall yield her increase, and the fruits of the field shall yield their fruit.
Meaning you'll be prosperous. Man.
Right.
You will prosper in the land that you're at, which our land was supposed to be Israel.
It says, and your threshing shall reach unto the vintage, and the vintage shall reach unto the sowing time. Ye shall eat your bread to the full and dwell in your land safely. And I will give peace in the land, and ye shall lie down, and none shall make you afraid.
Right.
And I will rid evil beasts out of the land, neither shall the sword go through your land.
That's right, man. So if we was to follow the statutes and commandments of the Heavenly Father, man, we wouldn't have never been ran out our land. We wouldn't have never had fear of being ran out our land. It really wouldn't have been wars with us like that, man. We would have been in peace like in the days of King Solomon.
Right. Everybody was prosperous.
How long was that? 40 years of peace?
Right. It says, and ye shall chase your enemies, and they shall fall before you by the sword. And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight.
Hey, and that's why it wouldn't have been no wars, man. Because 5 would have chased 100. 100 Israelites, man, would have put 10,000 to flight, man. 100 Israelites would have had one city gone.
Yep.
Really only takes one angel to destroy the world, man.
One.
So just think about 5 of the elect. Think about 100 of the elect. Now, better yet, thinking about 144,000 of the elect.
Go clean the earth out.
Man.
It says, and your enemies shall fall before you by the sword.
That's right. So right now, this is going to the elect, man. This isn't going to all the nation of Israel. So the elect is the one that's going to be tearing to pieces as a young lion in the midst of many beasts in the forest, man.
It says, for I will have respect unto you and make you fruitful and multiply you and establish my covenant with you. And ye shall eat old store and bring forth the old because of the new.
That's good.
Psalms 18, and I'm going to start at verse 36. Thou hast enlarged my steps under me, and my feet did not slip. I have.
Hey, excuse me, bro. You feel it should be riots out here in these streets right now? You feel it should be riots out here in these streets right now? No? So you don't feel like our people should be rising up like the Watts riots and the 92 riots for what happened and what's going to continue to happen? See what I mean, man? Niggas is docile, man.
That's right, man.
Niggas is scared of the oppressor, man. No, I'm gonna just wear a shirt that has his face on it. Yeah, that's why you can ask him something. I'm just wear a shirt that got his face on it.
Verse 37. I have pursued my enemies and overtaken them. Neither did I turn again till they were consumed. I have wounded them that they were not able to rise. They are fallen under my feet.
Hey, and King David, what did he say? He said, the Lord taught my hands how to war, man. Meaning the Most High put that spirit, that warrior spirit on David, man. Same thing he's going to do, man, once these race riots kick off, man. That warrior spirit that was on David and his mighty men, You're going to see that back again, man.
Now that's, let me jump back to verse 34. Psalm 18 and 34. He teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken by mine arms.
He broke a bow of steel with his arm, man. Come on, that's spiritual power. That's not carnal, that's not bodily power, man. That's spiritual power. Go ahead.
Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation, and thy right hand have holden me up, and thy gentleness have made me great. Thou hast enlarged my steps under me, that my feet did not slip. I have pursued mine enemies and overtaken them. Neither did I turn again till they were consumed.
So he was in that warrior spirit, man. He wasn't stopping until his enemies was defeated.
I have wounded them that they were not able to rise. They are fallen under my feet. For thou hast girded me with strength unto the battle. Thou hast subdued under me those that rose up against me.
That's right, man, and that's what's going to happen, man. Hey, and what did he say? I have wounded them that they may not what?
I have wounded them that they were not able to rise.
Hey, that's because in the ancient wars, man, in hand-to-hand combat, it wasn't like you was killing everybody that you was going up against, man. You might chop a leg off and wound their ass, man. And if you ever see, like on 300 or something, after the battle was over, what was they doing? They was going and killing the wounded, putting the rest of the wounded to death. Ones that couldn't rise back up and fight, man. Go through and put the rest of their ass to death, man. Because you ain't got to sit up there and kill every person you come at, wound their ass to where they can't hit you, and go on to the next one. That's how you was able to put to death 300, 500 in one battle. Because if that was the case, man, you'd be fighting with one person for 5 minutes probably.
Really, in those wars, all you need is a couple swipes of your sword and your axe or whatever, man. Yeah, man, you gotta move on.
Wound him, man. Yeah. They chop off that leg, man, move on to the next one. He can't get up now. Move on to the next one, man. Chop off his arm. You can easily put him to death. You chop off his arm.
For thou hast girded me with strength unto the battle. Thou hast subdued under me those that rose up against me.
And that's right, and that's David talking to the Most High. The Most High was doing all of this, man.
Thou hast also given me the necks of mine enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me.
That's right.
They cried, but there was none to save them. Even unto the Lord, but he answered them not.
That's right.
Then did I beat them small as the dust before the wind. I did cast them out as the dirt in the streets.
All this was David and his mighty men doing through the Spirit of the Lord, man. Through the Spirit of the Most High, through the Most High's anger and fury. When David was putting all them Edomites to death, man, that was through the Most High's anger and fury.
This is Jeremiah 16 and 14. It says, therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Because that's what's being said now, man. Those are some of the testimonies we have now about the Most High. It's Him bringing us out of our first captivity in Egypt, man. Because that was a miraculous deliverance, man. It was a lot of powerful things that happened during that deliverance. From no light, from the death of all the firstborn, from all the plagues that was being hit, the blood water, the frogs, man, the boils, the hail.
The Egyptians was filling it up.
And then, there's an Egyptian papyrus that documents all those plagues happening also, man. Which proves that it did happen. And then, it wasn't just the plagues that hit Egypt that was the deliverance out of bondage, man. What about the wall of Jericho? That was still coming out of bondage, man. The splitting of the Red Sea. The following the chariot of the Most High, man.
Yeah, we ran through a lot of them Philistine and Canaanite cities, man.
Yeah, the giants, man. Yeah. What about the earth opening up and swallowing the wicked Israelites? That's all a part of that same deliverance in Egypt, man. That same deliverance out of bondage. Because even in the wilderness, man, Israel was still in bondage. They was in bondage to sin, man. They was in bondage to that slave mentality they had still. Just like niggas is in bondage today, man. It took the next generation of Israel to come into the promised land.
Right.
Because the old slaves had to die off, man. The homeborn slaves, they had to die off, man.
It says, but the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
And that land of the north is the modern day Egypt, man. North America, mainly North America. But you got Canada, you got Europe, you got the other places that our people's in captivity under. Shit, even in places where our people seem to have their own country, like the Dominican Republic and Cuba, they still in captivity, man. They still ain't free, man. Yeah.
It says, and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again unto the land that I gave unto their fathers.
Is that Israel, man?
It says, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord.
And that's what we doing right now. We're fishing for the elect. And so is the brothers around the four corners of the earth, man. They're fishing for the elect. So the Lord He sent for many fishers, and we still fishing, man. There's still some fishermen that still have to come in. Well,
and they shall fish them, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them.
And we fishing them right now.
And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, and from every hill, and out of the holes of the rock.
And that's exactly what's going to be happening, man, with the elect. The elect is going to be turned into hunters, man.
So like, the reason I had that precept, the reason I had that precept, because all of that takes the Spirit of the Lord to do all of that. You know, all the way down from taking from them allowing the world to say the Lord doesn't live to what the Lord liveth, and then to where He drove us to, all the way to us being fishermen. The real fishermen out here, we wouldn't have thought to do this on our own carnal minds. The Lord put the Spirit on us to do this. And He's going to put the Spirit on us to have the real vengeance of Him that we read earlier to really be hunters out there.
If it was up to us to preach this word, we'd be in the church.
Yeah,
we'd be in the 501c3, man. Yeah, man, getting paid to do this. All of this takes the Spirit of the Most High, man. Every single aspect about this truth takes the Spirit of the Most High to be on you and to be dealing with it.
To do it the right way.
Yeah, God.
I got something. This is Isaiah 35 and 3. Strengthen ye the weak hands and confirm the feeble knees.
That's right, man. And our people got nothing but weak hands and feeble knees right now, man. Our people are docile, man. Yeah.
Say to them that are the fearful heart, be strong, fear not. Behold, your power will come with vengeance, even the Most High, with a recompense, He will come and save you.
Right. And that's for the elect, man. Because the elect is the ones that's going to get the salvation on this side. But in the end of it, all of Israel will be saved.
And He said, what is going to say with vengeance?
It says, be strong, fear not. Behold, your power will come with vengeance.
He will come with vengeance. And part of that, Him coming with vengeance, is giving His vengeance unto us. To act it out in the flesh.
And even the Most High power, with a recompense, He will come and save you.
And with payback. So that vengeance, we're going to use payback through that vengeance. Will He come and save us? It's not like He just going to come and just beam us up out of here and we just going to fly into the kingdom and expect everything to be all right when we come back down. No, He's going to have us actually get that payback. Matter of fact, if you don't mind, bro, grab Revelations 13 and 9.
I got a precept too.
Okay. Could you grab it?
Thought I could get it.
Is your page missing?
Yeah, it's done.
I don't read that other screen.
It's a horrible thing.
I don't read that other screen.
I like it.
It's
Yeah, but what I was saying was like the Lord's vengeance, He gonna give us that payback.